Today we'll be talking about digital audio workstations, or DAWs for short. So a digital audio workstation is a space in a computer, electronic, that allows you to create and synthesize music or add in recorded music, instrumentals, in a computer in that sense. And it gives you a lot more freedom than using traditional orchestras or other organic instruments, and it allows you to apply synthesizers to either those acoustic instruments or just create your own electronic compositions. And there's a huge ceiling of possibility for what you can do with the digital audio workstation. And I'm just going to be talking about it a bit because we cover a lot of acoustic music performance here at Virginia Tech, and I feel like we could benefit from understanding digital audio a little bit better. So this specific digital audio workstation right here is FL Studio. This is version 12.1. And there are many other digital audio workstations out there. There's Ableton, there's FL, there's Logic, there's Reason. There's a whole slew of them, and it basically just comes down to preference of how you like to do relatively the same task. So the way these things work, primarily each DAW you'll find has a playlist, which is this whole grid right here. And this functions by you place patterns, sequences of notes into the playlist, and it will slide through them. This is your time domain up here, and that's measure 1, measure 2, and so forth, and they're divided up into 16th notes, which you can change through various methods. You can set your tempo up here, there's a metronome option, and essentially you paint the picture of what the music will sound like, and it will play it back for you. And the way you paint that picture is through samples and synthesizers. This is the pattern sequencer. The pattern sequencer allows you to place notes in any time function that you want. So let's say you wanted to get some sort of sample of a sound, something like a kick drum. You would open that in a channel, it shows you the waveform, and you can place it in a sequence, and when you hit play, it gives you that sort of thing. And then from the sequencer, you can paint into the playlist, and you can set up you can basically structure your song. And this is very simple because this is just a kick pattern. But you can place any number of patterns and different sounds into the playlist. And so also from this sequencer, you have the option of choosing already pre-made samples, which are usually percussion. So there's things like kicks, there's hi-hats, there's snares, and a whole bunch of other, like a whole slew of different percussion instruments and sound effect sounds. Primarily, digital audio workstations are used for electronic dance music, but they can be used for basically any other music you find a use for it. And then also in the sequencer, you have the option of choosing something like a synthesizer, like for instance, something like the 3X oscillator, just to name one. And that gives you just a basic sine wave, and you can alter it into different waveforms and do stuff like that. And then from that, you can edit in the piano roll, which gives you a more standard view of what you're looking at. And you just paint notes into here to create something like that. And then again, you would take that sequence, paint it in the playlist, and then make your song from there. And then beyond this, there are things you can do with mixing and mastering. This is the mixing board, where if you take clips from the sequencer, you can route them into here and then master them with certain effects, like an EQ, which shows you the specific sine waves of whatever waveform you're using. And beyond that, it's basically up to your own creativity. And you make the music yourself, you paint it in, and beyond that, you're mixing and mastering, and your creativity is the only limit to what you can make. Thank you.